statutes, and commandments. Finish.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great? Who hath God so nigh unto them?
Right, because God gave us this. What nation? He was so close to us that he gave us this. Not only did he give us this, he gave us all the wealth that exists now. So when you see Queen Elizabeth standing in that room with all those gold bars, black man, that's the gold they took out of Jerusalem. That's the gold they took from you. It ain't go nowhere. You think they just gonna trash it? They gonna bury it? Hell no. That's the gold. God not only gave us this, but he gave us the wealth. But it was taken from us because guess what? We all of a sudden decide to lose our religion, lose our faith, lose our mind, forget about our God. And as a matter of fact, don't even want to be his people no more. Now we're walking around and talking about we don't even believe in him. God said, why don't you believe in me? Because you are corrupted. Because you chose to be wicked. And God ain't gonna listen to, God ain't like your mama. Gonna reward you regardless of what you do. No. God will let you die first. But he'll chasten you before he bring forth death. He'll chasten you because he wants you to do what? He wants you to bend your knees, straighten out your feet, and then get back on the path to do 10 things. His commandments.
What about
10 things.
Know nothing about hell.
What about people? That's why we out here to learn. No, man. No, we dealing with you now. Listen,
everybody go to heaven?
That's a whole nother topic.
Right.
We only dealing with...
What happens when you die?
Listen.
How much to tell you, bro? Because I got into
What? Deep into the vibrations.
No. So now go back to Psalms 14. I don't want to get sidetracked.
I know, but I gotta go. I'm already got sidetracked. But I got into Christ in it, bro, in 2008, and I flatlined for 2.5 hours. Okay, and I woke up and felt like I only took a nap. You know what I'm saying?
And you know who that was that brought you back? The higher. What do you want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give him praise. Knowledge. The higher what? He brought you back. So now you his son.
But it's so hard. How you gonna understand when there's so much else?
Because
so
we're
much
here to
else.
help you.
You gotta decipher all. But now I gotta participate and go to church in order to have this message.
No. See, Christian church is another trap. That's a mental prison.
It's better to hear like you got more insight about that. Okay.
Okay. You're right.
I got more insight. Message that you gonna deliver to me from reading the Bible. I can, but it ain't gonna really be conveyed like that. You know what I'm saying? Just by me sitting at home reading the Bible, thinking I'm getting the scriptures of the Lord.
So how does your son?
How old is my son?
You got a son.
I got 5 kids.
You got 5 kids.
My they 16, 14, 11, 7, and 3 weeks.
So now they're young, right?
Yeah.
And so do you give them things that are above their strength?
Above my strength?
Above theirs.
Well, that depends.
Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
So you give them a car to drive. You give them a bank card. No.
Well,
no,
I don't
stop
give
it.
No, my 16-year-old, of course.
The other ones.
No,
and even the 16-year-old, there are things that are above the strength. So the point is,
of course.
The point is, let's not go into things that are above your strength because right now, you're weak, man. Weak meaning the faith that you believe. I ain't saying you weak as a man, you can't father the children, you can't deal with the woman. I'm saying you in some troublous water, so I don't want to address issues that ain't gonna help my brother in his faith right now. The thing I'm trying to do is God sent me out here to tell you, return back unto him in prayer. God sent me out here to tell you that, you know what, brother, he is real, and there's some things about you that you think is right, like your shit don't stink, but he got issues and problems with, and that's why he don't hear the prayers. So read the book that you bought a month ago, and then you stop, and then he gonna start showing you what you want, what he want from you to do. Maybe it's something that I can't show you. Hold up. I'm talking to him. Maybe, and I didn't mean to be so bold. The point is, I didn't mean to be so bold. The point is that you ain't supposed to give up. Black man. And that you supposed to turn your feet back into the thing that you know that you once believed in. Because whether you believe in it or not, it exists.
And that's true. If I choose to make a decision that the majority don't follow, then I'm being rebellious.
So that's what they would say, like he said. But we're talking. Listen. See, actually, I'm trying to agree with the Father. I'm trying to agree with the Supreme Being.
He already forgave you now.
They was just
You know what I'm
down.
saying? He already forgave you.
Well, the most I gonna forgive when we repent, man.
That's
When we
what I'm
see
saying.
our fault.
What I'm saying.
I want
You know
to
what
finish
I'm
the
saying?
precepts.
Okay.
This is Psalm 14 in verse 5. In verse 1, in verse 3. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Who eat up my people as they eat bread?
Right, they hurt people. Come on back, man. You got time to stay.
I'm gone, man.
Let's finish this.
You're gonna keep sucking me in, right? Because you're gonna start saying I'm gonna want to hear it because I want to hear what you say, but I can't keep doing it.
30 seconds. You know how to count. Come on, and leave him alone, Hebrew. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Have all the workers of
I
iniquity.
want you to bag up because, come on closer.
This is Psalm chapter 14 and verse 3. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one.
Remember, he's talking about the ones that said, hey, ain't no no God. God said, when we feel like that, it's we doing some things wrong. Read.
Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Who eat up my people as they eat bread?
Right, so now it's not God supposed to deal with you? He said you eat up the people like you eat bread. We eat bread all the time, every day. So every day we're doing things that hurt. You could have hurt a woman in your past. I don't know. God knows. See? Read.
And call not upon the Lord?
Right, go ahead. Is that it? Go to 5.
There were they in great fear, but God is in the generation of the righteous.
See that? But at the end of it, the Most High, man, He is in the generation of the righteous. So become righteous. We're dealing with His laws, and then you're gonna start seeing that the Most High opening up doors for you that was once closed for you.
So what? Follow the Ten Commandments, I'll be all right.
Follow the 10 Commandments because there are a lot. And then when you start doing that, you're gonna start finding there are laws. And preach out.
It's like 600.
That are attached to that. Well, guess what? That's because the church that you came up in wasn't keeping the law. But see, we're trying to introduce you to the law. Right. Give us the law. You a reader, right? And see, let me tell you something. All we did was plant the seed. At this point, brother, the rest is up to your God.
Got that right.
All right, brother. Peace to you, okay? All right.
Hey, brother. Hey.
I'm coming back.
All right, come on back, brother. See, what that brother said, he said a lot of things, man. He said a whole lot of things. He said he don't want to believe because of the judgments that the Most High put upon our people. That's fine.
We want him to actually respond.
Deal with the brother that comes back.
Yeah. Deal with this brother, brother.
Okay, man. A lot of our people, man, don't understand that the reason why we in this position. All right, the brother back, but hey, brother,
Back to Hebrew Nation all day.
all right, brother, stay for a minute real quick. Hey, brother, so you hear what you yeah? Come on up, brother.
Yeah.
So you like what you hearing, man? You understand what you're hearing?
Yes, sir.
You got any questions, man?
No, I'm just listening.
You just listen, okay? All right, well, if you hear
I have
something,
some questions.
please do, brother.
So he know he is real.
I'm down. I know I am.
So you know you Israel, brother. So you know today is Sabbath day, right?
We're only allowed to move on the Sabbath day if it means for us to work and provide for our families. That's the only reason why I'm moving.
Okay.
7-day church adopted it.
Why do you want to close it so we get out of here?
Okay, so this is
Genesis 1:29. Check this out, brother. And you too. So you know we Israel too, right, brother? Okay. So there's Genesis 1:29. See, when we know we Israel, man, when we know who we are, the Most High give us, He turned that light switch on. We got to do something, man. We can't continue to just be the way that we was when we first found out. So this is Genesis 1:29.
This is Genesis 1:29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth.
So the Most High, He gave us all the herbs bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth. Go ahead.
And every tree.
And the trees. Go ahead.
In the which is in the fruit of a tree, yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat.
To also all the trees and the plants, like tobacco, right? That's a tree. What did the Most High say He gave us that for?
To you it shall be for meat.
For a meat consumption, not to be rolled up in paper.
That's why the gas Native Americans, so-called Indians of America, use it only during celebration.
So, according to the Bible, we shouldn't be smoking cigarettes.
Nope.
Regardless of what the Native Americans did, we gonna deal with our God, right?
Like, don't get me wrong, I still got my flaws.
So now get 1 Corinthians 3. And the reason is, so with those flaws, see that's why we here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we here, because we know we got that same spirit that our forefathers had, man. Get 2 Chronicles chapter 30. You got 1 Corinthians 3? Hold that real quick. 2 Chronicles chapter 30, and it should be verse 7.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 7. And be not like your father.
See, the Most High, so the Most High was always prophesying to the children of Israel, the generation that was there present. And He was telling them about who? Their fathers. So He said, be not like ye your fathers. Go ahead.
And like your brethren.
And like your brother. Go ahead.
Which trespassed against the Lord God.
Which sinned against God. Go ahead.
Of their fathers.
Go ahead.
Who therefore gave them up to desolation.
Because the Most High gave them up to desolation. Go ahead.
As ye see.
Go ahead.
Now, be not stiff-necked.
Now, the ones that standing here today, the Most High said, stay with me, Hebrew. Go ahead.
Be not stiff-necked.
It says, be not no more stiff-necked, because we here saying what? I got my flaws. We looking for we banking on the same doctrine that our oppressors gave us. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Yahweh died, Christ died for our sins. Now we cover. So now we banking. Stay with me, Hebrew, because this for you. So now, read it from the top of that again. Verse 8.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 8. Now, be ye not stiff-necked.
Now the Most High is commanding us that's standing here today not to be like our fathers and stop being stiff-necked. You know what the stiff-neckedness is that we have? Hard-headedness, to where we ain't gonna put down sin. Now, let me show. The Most High wants us to do what? Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And then you get Psalms 119 and verse 20. 120. So Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So now you know you Israel. Now you know we the people of God. So now the Most High says stop being stiff-necked, but be like this. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now what is the Most High requiring of you? Because you know you Hebrew, you repping it, you trying to be the people of God. Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
But to fear the Lord our God. How do we fear the Lord our God? You get Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 15, and you hold Psalms 119 and 120. So with knowing that, now you got to stop being stiff-necked to where you're going to take your time to do what God told you not to do. You get what I'm saying? He said, but now you got to fear. What's the fear of the Lord that we got to have as Israelites, as learning of our God? Ecclesiastes 2:15.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word.
They that fear the Most High, they will not disobey his word. But you know the word of God. So now you read what you got about that type of fear that the Most High is looking for. Psalms 119 and 120.
My flesh trembleth for fear of thee.
You see that? Your flesh supposed to tremble. You ever been in a situation to where you feel like you're getting ready to die? And how you trembled and you quaked, you was like, oh God, don't kill me. Now, how you quaked in fear, the Most High said, when it comes to his laws, when he say, thou shalt not, you supposed to fear him by not disobeying his word. But when it comes to his word, this the type of feeling that's supposed to come over you. Read that from the top.
My flesh trembleth for fear of thee.
Is your flesh supposed to tremble to where you ain't gonna do what's wrong? You gonna put the cigarette down and not say, well, I got my flaws. The Most High say, continue to have them flaws. He gonna kill you. Just like that. Because all of our forefathers lived that same life and were all of them dead. When we gonna wake up and see the events that happen to our people and change and stop living without fear? Because right now, what's your name, brother?
El Shaddai.
El Shaddai, you ain't got no fear. You lit that cigarette like it was nothing. It wasn't no quake. It didn't no feeling come over you. It was just a normal thing.
I just know that when it comes down to me and me knowing the truth, because I've been outside teaching the word to people too, and it took a minute for people to open their eyes, and now they're starting to realize.
You get
I still got my habits. You know what I'm saying?
1 Samuel 23.
That I've chosen not to break it. You know what I'm saying? That's a choice. That's not. That's a choice. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I've easily grabbed. I used to smoke a pack a day. That's only like one. That's my first cigarette of the day. That's progress for me. So I've been cold turkey in myself.
Right.
I know how my body reacts.
Right.
So I know what my limitations are regardless. You know what I'm saying? I pray him regardless at the end of the day. I done had those situations like you said. I done foretold people who was dying and told them that you finna die, bro. Got that about messing with you.
So now check this out. It's 1 Samuel 23, 2 Samuel 23, I'm sorry. 2 Samuel 23 and 1. Because to speak this word, man, it come with a responsibility. Go ahead.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 23 and verse 1. Now these be the last words of David.
So these are the last words of David. Go down to verse 2.
The Spirit of the Lord spake by me.
So the Spirit of the Most High spake by David, a righteous brother. Go ahead.
And his word was in my tongue.
Go ahead.
The God of Israel said.
The Most High said.
The rock of Israel spake to me.
The rock of Israel is talking about Yahweh Shai, the Christ. Go ahead.
He that ruleth over men.
Anybody that's going to hold this mic or open their mouth and speak unto the people of God, go ahead.
Must be just.
They must. That ain't a maybe. That ain't a if. That ain't a close to it. They say they must be just. So if you're going to be teaching, you got to be just. Yeah. You got to kick them habits, because the Most High, he will destroy you according to James chapter 3 verse 1. You're going to receive the greater condemnation. So if you, before you can teach, you gotta be a doer. You gotta be a applier, because that's the reason that all the trouble is befalling the children of Israel now in the churches. You got men standing up over the people of God and just prophesying. And not being men that stand behind this book. Because when you don't, Ecclesiastes chapter 15, I'm still with you what you got, Ecclesiastes 15. Because you're going to do nothing but continue to scatter the sheep. Yeah. And the Most High is against all those men that scatter his sheep. But this is the reason that you got to apply the scriptures first. Read verse 1. Start at verse 1.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 15 and verse 1. He that feareth the Lord will do good.
He that feareth the Lord, they gonna do good. They gonna be righteous. They gonna have success in teaching the people of God and not be called reprobates. Because when Yahweh come back, all them ones that's gonna say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in thy name? All Israel out here breaking the commandments and still trying to prophesy. The Most High gonna say, what he gonna say to them? Get away from me, ye that work iniquity. Why? Because your sins you never humbled yourself to, but you trying to tell your brother not to sin. The Most High don't give his spirit like that. Remember, he said to the disciples what? He gave them power over unclean spirits. When? When they humble themselves. What did he tell Peter? When thou art converted, do what? When you change and actually humble yourself, then what? Strengthen your brother. So if you ain't converted, it ain't no way you going to be able to strengthen your brother. You going to further destroy him. Because when they see you sin, they going to say, it's okay for me to sin. How you going to tell a sister how she not supposed to be in pants, but you like a cigarette? She going to say, well, you smoke, so I can do this. You got your sin, I got my sin. That's what's happening amongst the nation of Israel. Men standing up preaching, breaking the laws, and then giving our people a sense I can continue. But you got to have that first. Now jump down to verse 7.
But foolish men.
What is a foolish man? A man that knows better. A man that knows the Bible, knows what he's supposed to do, but continue to walk without fear. But foolish men, go ahead,
shall not attain unto her.
they ain't gonna understand this Bible. So furtherwise, they just gonna continue, like I said, to scatter the sheep. The men that break, that don't keep the commandments, they ain't gonna attain unto this wisdom.
Okay, so let me ask
It's more. Let me finish.
And sinners
And what?
and sinners
Go ahead.
shall not see her.
And they ain't gonna understand this book. They gonna just be parents quoting precepts. Never really, when you teach people, when brothers teach the Bible without the spirit of Yahushua, you know what our people see it as? Words on a page.
Yeah.
And because it's words on a page, they can never apply it to their life, which will